Trump. She's Slovenian, so she's from the former Yugoslavia. That's where my father came from. He came from Serbia, which is part of the former Yugoslavia. She talked about how she wanted to flee communism. My dad chose to, after World War II, after spending 4 years in a Nazi prisoner of war camp, to wait in a refugee camp for 3 years because he didn't want to go back to his country because it became communist, and he ultimately came to America. And my dad, like so many other immigrants who came here, loved this country. He believed in the gift of freedom, saw this as the land of opportunity. And when Melania talked about how she studied for that citizenship test, well, that really rang true to me, because my father used to tell me stories when I was a little boy about the time that he actually went to Wells High School here in Chicago taking night classes because he didn't speak any English, so that he can study and prepare for that citizenship test. And he talked about how special that day was when he ultimately was granted citizenship to this country. And to the day my dad died, he always loved this country, saw this as a land of opportunity. And then, of course, he was a factory worker. His youngest son would one day become a member of Congress and the governor of the 5th largest state before calamity struck. So when she talked about that hit home with me. And I know that that's a message, very simple message that speaks to millions of people all across America, because this is the land of opportunity. It's a place where immigrants from all over the world want to come. There's no other place like this. And again, another contrast between the Trump Republican Party and my Democratic Party. The Trump Republican Party loves America, sees this as a place of promise where dreams do come true, notwithstanding our checkered past and some of the difficulties that we still must work at. The Democratic Party, it just sees America as a negative place that somehow is hostile to the aspirations of people. The people all over the world know the truth. They're voting with their feet. They want to come here. The first responsibility of government, the first duty, is public safety. And every governor and every mayor has a responsibility to put that first and foremost above all things. And so if I were the governor in Wisconsin or here in Illinois, I would seek every chance I got and take all the help I could get. And the idea that the officials in Wisconsin, the governor and the mayor, whoever else is opposing it, would not want federal help, frankly, is reason for those people to no longer hold office. When your community is burning and riots are destroying property and threatening the lives of people, and people have already lost their lives because of the mob violence, and you're turning down help, it's just incomprehensible to me. So much has changed since I've come home. The world in so many ways is upside down, and my political party, the Democratic Party, is upside down. They're so afraid of being criticized by the radical activists within their party that they won't do their duty and protect the public. And the people who are getting hurt the most are black people. Black lives matter, of course they do. But apparently the sensibilities of these radical leftist rioters is more important to these Democratic governors and Democratic mayors than protecting black lives, because this is happening in black neighborhoods. It's happening in Chicago, where we have record murders. It's happening in Seattle and in Portland. It's happening in New York. And now we see it in Kenosha. It's mind-boggling to me how any governor or any mayor in a position of responsibility to protect the public would not seize the opportunity to get help, but would actually turn it down.
Yeah, and already 2 deaths today, and they're preparing for more tonight, more unrest tonight. We can only hope that things should get better at some point. Blagojevich joining us live. Thank you so much. Good to see you. Take care.